What's up, YouTube? I'm Derek with Lost Alien Media, and today I'm going to be reacting to the official trailer for Titans Season 4. I'm a big DC fan. DC over Marvel any day, except when it comes to the MCU, to the movies. I think the MCU had a blueprint, they had a vision, they had structure, and how they laid out how they want to portray all their characters and Avengers within that cinematic universe. Starting, of course, with Iron Man, Robert Downey Jr., and the classic, I believe, the classic after credits scene with Nick Fury. I believe it was an after credits scene, but yeah, that was pretty much the inception of the MCU and going forth, moving forward. They had all their other great solo hero movies, and then the Avengers. Whereas I think with the DCU, uh, they should have just stuck and done their own thing, and sort of, who cares if they followed that blueprint? Instead, they try to catch up to Marvel and capitalize on the moment. So they should have just laid out Superman with a fresh new Batman with Wonder Woman, but they sort of just had Superman, which was, I think, underrated. Man of Steel with Henry Cavill, and then they cramped Batman and Wonder Woman in there, and then also cramped Batman, Wonder Woman, and then they had little cameos with the Flash and Aquaman and Cyborg, and then they had the terrible Justice League movie, and then they had Aquaman, and then it's just, I think it's messy. Even though there's good solo films here and there, Aquaman, Shazam, the first Wonder Woman. I thought Man of Steel was underrated. But in terms of it being one cohesive universe with all the characters, being aware of each other like they are in the MCU, we have Robert Pattinson doing his own thing as Batman. We have Ezra Miller's Flash, which, yeah, the whole situation with Ezra Miller is pretty ugly. And Aquaman, being pushed back with the whole Amber Heard debacle. And then Shazam just seems like in his own lane, even though he's part of the DCEU. He just seems like he doesn't seem really aware, except for him making jokes here and there. But he seems like he's in his own world, even though he is a part of the DCEU. And to me, it's just kind of messy. Even though I did like Justice League, the Snyder Cut. They have good movies, but in terms of structure and having a plan, I think MCU pulled it off much, much better. They were the pioneers, and DC trying to catch up instead of trying to. I thought they should have just emulated that sort of blueprint instead of trying to rush everything. It's not in shambles, but I think it's a bit of a mess. And now I think they're looking for their own Kevin Feige to sort of just reboot the whole universe, which is, yeah, it's probably the best plan moving forward. But in terms of Titans, I've seen the first season. I loved the first season. Loved the tone. I thought the actors who portray them are great. I thought the casting for Dick Grayson / Nightwing is perfect. Thought the actor Brendan Thwaites, he looks like Dick Grayson. He's a bit solemn and serious and brooding, which is more Batman, whereas Dick Grayson's more lighthearted. But in keeping with the tone of this show, I think he's perfect. There's Raven. I think she's perfect. Beast Boy, even though I wish he was fully green, I think the actor Ryan Potter is a perfect fit for Gar. Starfire is great. Superboy, the guy who plays Superboy, is spot on. And I don't know what this. I haven't seen the last 3 seasons, but I love the action scenes. I think the action scenes are underrated. The cinematography is great. The story, I've heard mixed things about the story in the past 2 seasons, but what I did see in season 1, I enjoyed for the most part. So without further ado, let's react to season 4, the official trailer.
Whatever happened here, they want to hide it.
They can't hide it from me.
She had a glow up. She's pretty.
Whatever happened here, they want to hide it.
She's great as
They
Raven.
can't hide it from me. Who are you?
Rachel! What did you see?
Dude looks like he jumped off the comic book
We should not have come
pages
to
of a comic book.
Metropolis.
The Temple of Azeroth is now yours. Welcome to the ancient world, Mr. Luthor.
Lex
Soon the
Luthor?
gods will know your name.
I can assure you, the gods already know me.
I'm not digging the beard.
Connor, this is Lex Luthor. I'd like to meet in person.
He looks like he jumped off the pages of a comic book.
He's the only man
Superboy.
Bruce Wayne was ever afraid of.
Superman's not afraid of him. Neither am I.
You should be. We're dealing with the supernatural, and that scares me. My name's Jinx.
And this is the person we're going to for help? Good magic versus bad magic.
Dick Grayson, deal maker extraordinaire. Hard pass.
Okay, I don't know whatever all this is, but we do need your help.
The world is a brutal place. We're all so alone.
What are you doing?
I know you, Sebastian. I know what's
Sebastian.
in your heart.
Who the hell are you?
It's just a hunch, but I'm gonna assume she's a bad guy.
Love the suit. Tim Drake. Deathstroke.
Ever since we got to Metropolis, strange things have been happening to
Wish
me.
he was green.
They're trying to tell me something.
I can hear everything that people here say about me. They will never let me forget what I am.
Like Father, like son.
You're a part of our family. And if you leave, it's gonna hurt us.
Interesting. Yeah, so looks pretty good. I don't know too much of the story, but everyone looks great. Raven looks really good. It's Lex Luthor looks like, I like the demeanor. You know, Michael Rosenbaum is my favorite Lex Luthor of all time. I'm not really into the hammy sort of cornball Lex Luthor that Gene Hackman and Kevin Spacey were. I like the sort of more cold, calculating, sinister Lex Luthor. Yeah, and with Jesse Eisenberg, get out of here with that. But yeah, Michael Rosenbaum's my favorite portrayal of Lex Luthor, and this guy, I'm not sure who the actor is. This portrayal looks more in line with that portrayal, which I dig, but I'm just not digging the beard. Without the beard, the whole clean look, he looked more streamlined. There's just something about him being completely without hair that's iconic in my opinion, and here he just looks like a lumberjack. Not really digging that look, but I like what I see so far in terms of his demeanor and how he's acting. So yeah, he looks to be a central part of the story, along with Superboy. There was a lot of him. He seems like he was featured a lot. The action, what I did see, looks good. I think the action is really underrated from what I saw in the first season. The special effects still look a little cheap. Not the greatest, but the tone looks amazing. The cinematography looks great. The acting looks solid, and I'm liking what I see. So plan to watch all 3 seasons, the first one over again, and I'm looking forward to seeing this one on early November. So yeah, that's my reaction. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel. I'd really appreciate it. Derek out.